The mountains yesterday were so beautiful. I just could not get enough of looking at them. Every time I looked out the window, the light was shining on them in a different way. And so I've included a few pictures here for your enjoyment. Good morning. It's Vlogmas Day 21. I'm expecting Jessica and my granddaughter in just a few minutes. Jessica's out running errands and they're just gonna stop by for a short visit. So I thought I'd squeeze this in before they get here. First things first, I worked my stripe on my cowl this morning. Nothing too exciting, just a plain stockinette in a tonal light blue. This is Hazelnut's Entice, I think. Yeah, Entice in the Cirrus colorway. And if you've been watching my podcast, you'll know that I knit a pair of socks out of this yarn earlier this year. I had some time last night to cast on a couple of new projects, and I'm so excited about them. This is the elves were in the eggnog. Doesn't it look so pretty all wound up? So I cast on both socks, and I've got very little done, but there's the beginning of the cuff on one. And then just gonna start the green on this one. So humble beginnings, but what is it? Some expression about great things come from humble beginnings or something like that. So these will be great to work on in the car on the way up to go get my mom on Saturday. So I really wanted to have a new plain stockinette type of project on the needles. And I'll also knit on them while Jessica and I have tea this morning. And then I started my tulle shawl. Got the beginnings of that done. It's just garter stitch and increasing so far. Oh, you can see actually in this, I've added my first set of beads, and they really don't show up very well in real life, and they're pretty small. I'm thinking they should have been bigger, but I'm going to continue with them, even if they just add a little glint now and then when you're wearing it. I think that's okay. I don't like a really heavily beaded shawl because it feels so fancy, but I feel like I could wear that. Oh yeah, that's catching the light. So maybe it's not as bad as I think. I was doing it in the dark, and if I turn around this way I don't really see them, but I'll keep going, see how it goes. So time to go turn on the kettle and make some tea. So I will catch up with you later. Vlogmas Day 21 is turning out to be a pretty nice day. Had a lovely visit with Jessica and my granddaughter. She had her hot chocolate and marshmallows, as has become her tradition. And Jessica snapped this lovely picture of the three of us in front of the tree and said it was okay to put it in here for you. Jessica didn't have any knitting with her, so I put her to work on one of my socks. So between us, we got the two cuffs, the ribbing done, and now they're ready to knit the stockinette legs. So she's handy to have around. When Jessica left, I looked in the mailbox and found a very special package from a very special viewer. I won't share it now, but I will just say that there will be a really lovely giveaway happening in the new year. So again, thank you. You know who you are. Mwah! After lunch, I am going to sit down and cast on, in honor of Solstice, the Longest at Night shawl by Lori Law. I wound up the yarn for it yesterday. This ball looks huge. It's actually very light. There's only about 140 grams here, 145 I think. Yeah, 145. It feels so light. It's a beautiful wool and silk lace weight yarn, and the light doesn't really give it justice or do it justice. There's beautiful light blues and kind of periwinkle tones to it. And the fiber is Woolly Wonka fibers in the solstice colorway. We might actually see a little bit of snow here on the winter solstice. We're supposed to get a few flurries either this afternoon or this evening. Definitely can see the light changing, so that's a distinct possibility, and it's certainly cold enough out there. Time for tea pretty soon, so there's we're running out of drawers. So day 21, right here. There's tea and what looks like chocolate chip. Oh, hot chocolate. I actually have some of this tea from last year, and it is actually a really nice tea. It's got a definitely a chocolatey taste to it, but not so sweet as hot chocolate can be. Yeah, it smells nice. Not sure what's actually in it besides tea and chocolate. Puree tea, black tea, cocoa nibs, chocolate chips, chocolate curls, stevia extract, natural and artificial flavoring. Well, that'll be a nice tea for after lunch. So put the drawer in. Oh, this one has a star on it. And that completes quite a large block of drawers right in the middle here. And there, if I pull that back, there it gives you the wider view. Only 3 more days to go. I hope the rest of your December 21st goes well. I don't know, do you say happy solstice? Well, I'm going to say it. Happy solstice. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.